In this video, we will look at managing source and class files for the Java programming language. The first thing we're going to take a look at is Project Explorer in Eclipse. If Project Explorer is not open, you can go to Window, Show View, Project Explorer. You put the source code for a class or an interface in a text file whose name is the simple name of the class or the interface and whose extension is .java. Then you put the source file in a directory whose name reflects the name of the package to which the class or the interface belongs. For example, let's create a class called demo class. The source code for the demo class would be in a file named democlass.java, and the file would be in a directory named acme.module. The acme.module directory might be anywhere on the file system. First, I will create the package using Eclipse. Right-click on Source, New, Package, give it the name, and now I'm going to add a demo class to this package. The qualified name of the package member and the path name to the file are parallel. That's right here, acme.module. By convention, a company uses its reverse internet domain in its package names. The fictional company whose internet domain is acme.module would precede all its package names with acme.module. Each component of the package name corresponds to a subdirectory. So if acme.module had a package that contained a democlass.java source file, it would be contained in a series of subdirectories, as shown here in Eclipse Navigator. Here we have the directories: source, acme.module. If you don't see the navigator, again, you can always go to Window, Show View, Other, and under General will be Navigator. As we can see here, here are the packages which are really directories and subdirectories. Let's go back to Project Explorer. Like a Java file, a class file is in a series of directories that reflect the package name. However, it does not have to be in the same directory as its source. Eclipse arranges your source and class directories separately, as we can see in the Eclipse Navigator. It uses the bin folder and the source folder. Here we have the bin folder, which also holds the Acme and module packages. Eclipse automatically compiles a source file. The compiler creates a different output file for each class and interface defined in it. The base name of the output file is the name of the class or the interface, and its extension is .class, as shown here in Eclipse Navigator. As we can see here, we have demo class, which reflects the democlass.java, which is the compiled version, or the binary version. By doing this, you can give classes directory to other programmers without revealing sources. Why all the bother about directories and file names? You need to manage your source and class files in this manner so that the compiler and the interpreter can find all the classes and interfaces for your programs. Let's look at the Eclipse class path or build path. Java build path properties page contains 4 tabs: Source, Projects, Libraries, Order, and Export. The Source tab has where the location is of the source folders on the build path, and also the default output folder, which as we saw was named bin, which contains the compiled classes. If you initially create a project without separate source and output folders, you can change it here. Multiple source folders can be used in one project. For example, to separate application source code from unit tests. The default output folder field allows you to enter a path to a folder where the compilation output for this project will reside. In this case, it is called bin. Here in the Projects tab, you can check off other projects in the workspace whose output folders should be added to this build path. Libraries are the location of other archive files required by this project. Order and Export, in which projects and libraries appear in the build path and the default runtime class path. This uses classes from a workspace project before using the same classes from an archive library. This concludes our discussion of managing source and class files.